Hey guys, this is Sky Force Games, and I'm back to the reaction to Death Battle Sora vs. Pit. Okay, okay, maybe I can get one thing that's been stressing me out finally, out. Yeah, for some reason this battle has been just, like, gnawing at my mind. I don't know why. Like, it's gotten me, like, super nervous, like, super anxious. It's just, I don't know what it's done to me. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm scared to see Pit die, but then again, I've been scared to see other characters that I've loved even more die. At the same time, I don't know, maybe it's just like, I'm just rooting for Pit and just, maybe I just don't want to see Kingdom Hearts fans just, like, throw it in my face. Because, I don't know, I kind of feel envious of them, just, like, they love something so much, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, not sure, like, it could go either way, but if Pit wins, I'm gonna be super happy. But if he doesn't, okay, I understand, Sora's just better, Sora's just, better as a fighter, just, you get what I mean. But, man, this is 20 minutes long. Let's just, man, the three things have been stressing me out lately. That's the ending of Avengers Infinity War, finals, which I only have 2 left, and those are tomorrow, so I found time to do this reaction today, and this battle. I can get one of these off my mind. So, yeah, let's just jump right in. 3, 2, 1, play.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by War Robots, the tactical 6v6 multiplayer game for iOS, Android, and Fire OS.
Please get this over with.
Like if Wiz's love for science and my love for weapons had a baby, wrapped in rich 3D graphics. Again. My favorite bot is Griffin.
Pick up the game and see if you can take us down.
Then again, I guess I was kind of right about the first two Death Battle. I mean, the first one was pretty awesome. Black Panther versus
one tank
Black
weapon,
Panther,
3 Molod weapons, 100
second
gold,
one
and
was Raven versus
400,000
Twilight. I was rooting for
silver.
Raven, but, hey, I said she'd win, and what do you know, she won. Alright. Okay,
if the fate of the universe is at stake, the last person you should trust to save it is a naive teenager with magical weapons they don't understand.
True.
But everybody does it anyway.
Like Sora, the Keyblade-wielding savior of Kingdom Hearts.
And Pit, the angel warrior from Kid Icarus.
Since Kingdom Hearts 3
He's
is coming out,
whizzing
I
on
wonder who's going to win.
It's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Right. Okay, I was hoping it would be 3 anime, but whatever. Don't really
Once
care.
upon a time, there was a small child full of promise named Sora.
And he lived on the one and only Destiny Island. Sora and his friends Riku and Kairi grew up honing their athletic skills by playing sports with Final Fantasy characters who don't judge Sora's fashion choices.
Of course.
Wait a minute. What the hell are Final Fantasy characters doing there?
A hint of things to come. For the longest time, the residents of Destiny Island lived a peaceful life, but it wasn't long until a soulless embodiment of evil would invade the island. This was the Heartless.
But the arrival of these creepy crawlers wasn't the only surprise. Alongside the darkness came light in the form of a Keyblade, which is the key to fixing everything.
Of course.
Super subtle.
This Keyblade in particular was known as the Kingdom Key, and was drawn to Sora thanks to his pure heart.
Desire when
With the Kingdom Key, Sora had the means to combat the Heartless.
By unlocking doors?
Well, yes, the Keyblade can get past almost any lock out there. But despite not having a long, sharp edge, it's a surprisingly deadly sword.
It's a key, it's a sword, and it's also a wand. Sora can use it to cast all sorts of magic spells like a wizard. He can even shoot a laser beam all the way to the moon.
Unfortunately, despite his newfound weapon, the Heartless were overwhelming. The darkness washed over Destiny Island, and just like that, it was gone.
But thanks to cosmic reasons, Sora wound up face to face with Goofy and Donald Duck. Yep,
it's weird.
He ended up in the most magical place on Earth, Disney.
If you're confused, don't worry. You are not hallucinating. Somehow, in some way, this impossibility exists. Turns out, while Goofy and Donald have been lovable cartoons for decades, they're also world-hopping warriors.
Oh my god, this is the best thing ever!
From then on, Sora teamed up with his new friends to lock the doors to the hearts of worlds.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, guys.
And he wasn't even old enough to get a driver's license.
While Sora may not have been strong enough to save Destiny Island, he quickly learned an enormous amount of talents perfect for beating back the darkness.
Including some genuine ass-kicking magic, like shooting fireballs, freezing baddies with blizzards, smiting with lightning, and more.
He can reflect projectiles, manipulate time, magnetize objects, and even alter gravity.
He's got a bunch of other magic attacks, but my favorite is Ragnarok, which fires a bunch of homing energy beams. And I guess he's got some magic abilities that don't involve beating monsters up, which I think is pretty lame, but Wiz insists we talk about it.
Thanks to the Kingdom Key sword, he can use spells which remove negative effects, including curing his own wounds. He can also glide like Peter Pan
healing,
and teleport like Figment.
Of course. Yeah, okay, they're bringing it up.
I don't know if we should call it a sword, but Sora can make it even better with keychains. They can even transform the whole Keyblade into more powerful versions with way more badass names, like Oathkeeper.
With all these abilities, Sora battled the Heartless and took the fight to the man who discovered them, Xehanort. He even defeated Xehanort's Heartless and his nobody.
Oh, that's kind of harsh, Wiz. Why are you calling him a nobody? He's definitely somebody.
No, see, a nobody is a somebody without a heart. But a Heartless isn't a somebody or a nobody, though they may have been a somebody filled with anger, like Scar from The Lion King.
Well, I'm a somebody that's really, really confused.
Yeah.
But to save all worlds, Sora found he had to be insanely strong, fast, and tough.
He's speedy enough to run up a building and quick enough to dodge magic lightning.
Not just magic lightning, real legitimate lightning from the sky, a feat which could only take mere milliseconds.
Sora put all that speed to good use by perfectly blocking hundreds of lasers from damn near every angle in just a few seconds. So it's safe to say he's no slouch.
As for his strength, not only has he cut through giant building-like
structures
with ease,
like calculating this on my own time,
projectiles. Though gravity is in flux here, a building this size normally weighs around 100,000 pounds.
He's held back 2 of Cerberus's heads and went toe-to-toe with Hercules. You know, the demigod who threw a giant rock monster into space?
Although this Titan's shape is too inconsistent to scale, by treating him as a series of cones made of granite, we can estimate his weight as over 1,600 tons.
That's like throwing 200 T-Rexes into the sky. So yeah, Herc is really, really strong, and Sora can take a hit from him, no problem.
Honestly, Sora's ability to take a hit might be one of his strongest characteristics. He's survived the jaws of Cerberus, ancient Chinese dragons, being shot by a musket, and, hell, the fires of Hades.
But he isn't without his downfalls. While he's strong in his own right, he relies a lot on his friends. Like, all the goddamn time.
Oh, yeah,
He can't even enter his fancy drive forms, which boost his power and give him an extra Keyblade, without help from Goofy and Donald. So in a broad scope, he's fairly limited on his own.
No big deal, though. Luckily for Sora, most locks only need 1 key.
I'm not sure if that was profound or just stupid.
You're stupid.
The heart may be weak, and sometimes it may even give in. But I've learned that deep down there's a light that never goes out.
Alright then. Alright, here we go.
Let us return to the distant past.
Of course.
To an age long ago.
25 years
gods
ago.
and man lived together in harmony.
How long ago was this?
25 years ago.
Yeah.
What?
Anyway, the kingdom of Angel Land was ruled by 2 goddesses. Palutena, the goddess of light, and Medusa, the goddess of darkness.
Inconsistency,
pretty much treated everyone like crap by turning people into statues and destroying their crops.
My cabbages!
Hey, what'd you expect from a being who holds the title Goddess of Darkness? She's just doing her job.
Angered by these misdeeds, Palutena transformed Medusa into an ugly, one-eyed, parcel-tongued monster and banished her to the dark underworld.
Talk about throwing shade! Long story short, Medusa waged war with Palutena, who summoned the greatest hero Angel Land has ever known.
Of course.
Hit!
My arrows will stop.
Not that one, not that one, please no.
No, definitely not that one. This one.
There we go.
Hang on. Greatest hero ever? More like his mom needs to drop him off at elementary school.
Don't let looks fool you.
I know.
It may seem young, but he is the captain of the Icarus Army, keepers of the peace and personal guards to Lady Palutena herself.
Wait, You're telling me this Cupid-looking kid is the captain of an army? Well, at least he can fly with those wings. Alright, that's pretty cool.
Actually, he can't.
No, he can't.
What? Look, he's flying right there.
He's not Icarus or Cupid.
Well,
nor
Pit
does
may
he
have
say
superhuman
Icus.
abilities, but he can't actually fly on his own. Thankfully, Palutena regularly
eating ice cream
grants
off the
him
floor
mystic
gives
wings
you
which
health.
do allow
It
flight,
does.
though they
Shut
can
up.
only exist for up to 5 minutes. After that, they burst into flame, sending Pit careening to a horrible end.
Holy shit! So the captain of an angel army doesn't have his own working angel wings. That's what you're telling me?
Yeah, it's a little strange, but don't try to bring it up. He's a bit touchy on the subject.
He is.
Anyway, Pit managed to defeat Medusa, and everyone lived happily ever after.
For 25 years.
Just kidding, Medusa came back 25 years later, looking better than ever, by the way. And this time, Hades came along to mess things up, too.
As captain of the Icarus army, Pit has some extensive training under his belt. How else would all these soldiers save Palutena from a sudden invasion of... vegetables?
Yeah, that was Palutena's fault.
But what's a soldier without his weapons? Pit's got a huge arsenal of weaponry.
He does.
He's well known for his archery skills and shows it off with his trusty weapon of choice, the Palutena bow.
This bow uses awesome laser arrows that can actually be guided by Pit. And if his enemies get close, Pit can split the bow into 2 short blades for quick, deadly slices. Now that's a practical weapon.
He is highly skilled with several classes of weapons. His arsenal has been imbued with the strength and power of the gods, making humans incapable of wielding them.
Yep.
These range from orbitars, like floaty shoulder cannons that can also block attacks, to blades, cannons, claws, hammers, staves, clubs, and weaponized tattoos. I wish my tattoo was a weapon. Anyway, all these weapons were forged by Mentos, the god of forge. Dentos, the fresh maker, and the guy who also crafted Pit's ultimate weapons, the 3 sacred treasures.
Hidden away in 3 sealed caskets, the sacred treasures consist of Angel Land's mightiest weapons, which can only be used by the most heroic and worthy of heroes.
The mirror shield reflects projectiles. The wings of Pegasus give Pit unrestricted flight and improved speed. And the arrow of light is the ultimate weapon of the gods that can murder basically anything.
The Arrow of Light is absolutely the deadliest weapon in Pit's arsenal, and increases in power based on Pit's own health and strength. And when all 3 treasures come together, Pit is granted the legendary Silver Armor.
Okay. You tapping into my stash of booze, Wiz? That's not silver, it's gold.
Well, colors are different in heaven, I guess.
Of course.
Weird. Well, Pit's learned several abilities throughout his adventures, like healing, dropping mines, and making his arrows invisible. And all of his skills came in handy. Not only did he defeat Medusa, but he's taken on alien pirates, a space kraken, and the god of death, Thanatos.
At one point when Thanatos attacked a village, he launched a large boulder which Pit obliterated so thoroughly it was completely pulverized in mid-air.
Wait a minute, how are those Trojan horse Star Wars walkie thingies not tipping over?
Focus, Boomstick. Pulverization is defined as reducing an object to dust, which certainly applies here. To determine the force necessary to do so, we first need the size of that boulder. For that, we'll compare the boulder to those pillars.
Oh, here comes the math.
Oh, dear.
Strap on your pocket protectors, nerds.
Thanatos, when standing near to Pit, appears to be about 11 feet 6 inches tall.
Okay.
By comparing his height to the pillars, we've determined them to be 18 feet tall. By comparing that to the boulder, it's clear it has a diameter of 115 inches. To pulverize a stone this large, Pit's strike must have outputted energy equal to nearly 1,600 pounds of TNT.
So he's actually pretty close.
Dish it out.
Pit's
not
also
more than
incredibly
Sora,
quick.
so
He was able
I
to
don't know.
maneuver, react, and fly from the top of these clouds to the lunar sanctum in less than 40 seconds.
Yes.
Despite looking like one, that's no moon. It's a space station, orbiting the Earth at a similar altitude to the International Space Station.
Okay.
The average distance from the ISS to the highest cloud layers is about 242 miles, meaning Pit must have flown around 21,600 miles per hour.
That's Mach 28. Suck it, Starman.
Not only that, Pit dodged a laser which covered this distance in a fraction of a second, most likely moving a little over 90 million miles per hour.
Oh my god, that not moon thing really is the Death Star.
Yes,
With
it
Pit's
is,
superhuman
actually.
durability,
Pretty
he's
much.
tanked hits from gods and taken falls that would turn any normal man into,
An angel?
well, a dead man, yes. In his final duel with Hades, the god of the underworld, Pit took a devastating blow that sent him plummeting at least 2,000 feet. Given Pit's weight, the impact of that fall would be over 8 tons of force.
And he was fine! This Hades guy can cut through giant diamond spires, so a hit from him could be as powerful as nearly 30 tons of TNT.
Of course, while Pit may be formidable, he's not
awareness.
perfect. He has been tricked into losing fights multiple times, and often relies on assistance from his godly allies.
But this kick-ass angel isn't afraid to charge headfirst into a fight, even with his wings on fire.
In the name of the goddess Palutena, defender of all that is good, those who hide in the darkness will be made to face the light.
All right,
when I get home, I really need to
Let's end this debate once
I
and
need
for all.
to play Kid Icarus Rising
all
again.
this talk about slicing vegetables is
Okay, here we go.
Some heavenly food.
The whole I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Pit's durability can handle Sora, but he does seem at least maybe a bit more powerful than Sora. I think. I don't know if I'm remembering things correctly.
Non-GMO.
But still, oh man, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Okay, there's 6 minutes left, so... Okay, so they're not using his drive forms, which... Okay, I guess I'm a bit more confident now.
By now, you're probably shouting at your screen, where do I sign up? Well, Blue Apron is treating Death Battle viewers to $30 off your first order if you visit blueapron.com/battle. So check out this week's menu and get your $30 off at blueapron.com/battle. But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Alright. Oh man, I'm really hoping Pit wins, but at the same time, I could very well be wrong. Completely wrong.
Yahweh! Go get him, pal! What he said?
So, whose rear am I kicking this time?
Yes! I'm doing the thing!
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Please tell me they actually got the voice actor for Pit. That would be great. What?
Take this! Fire!
Whoa! Ha! I've seen candles that are scarier than you. Let's take this to the next level!
Oh, nice. They're in Palutena's temple now. Okay. Oh, he's got a cannon now. Sweet, but he's not done.
You can teleport? Mind blown.
Of course.
Let's see what you think of this!
Whoa! Close shave!
Ow. Okay, he keeps getting with that upper dash arm, but...
Stop!
Oh dear, time manipulation.
Force!
Oh dear. Oh, okay, the third sacred treasures, okay.
Time to end this!
You said it!
Please. No. Oh, man.
Attaboy, Sora!
Yeah, okay. Figured.
KO!
Okay.
Youch! That's one way to fly too close to the Sora, sun. Pitt may have had the advantage in flight and experience, but he couldn't beat Sora's strength, toughness, and speed.
Okay.
Pitt may have dodged a laser moving 90 million miles per hour, but Sora's reaction speed was quick enough to dodge natural lightning. A lightning bolt's return stroke, which
so can Pitt,
flash,
though.
moves at around 220 million miles per hour, over twice as fast as Pitt.
That, combined with his teleporting and time manipulation powers, meant Sora was just too quick for Pitt to land very many big hits. Plus, when Sora shot that Keyblade beam to the moon, it took 1 second flat.
That's 1.28 times the speed of light. Much faster than anything Pitt's reacted to before. Of course, Pitt did have enough weapons to keep Sora busy. But Sora's impressive and wide-ranging magical arsenal provided multiple counters for pretty much anything Pitt threw at him, including superior healing techniques.
Hey, remember that building Sora cut through? Slicing it up like Swiss cheese was impressive enough, but this building was completely made of stone from top to bottom, and Sora cut through 7 at once!
These buildings may have been composed of a modest stone like granite, which has a minimum shearing strength of 14 megapascals. In comparison to Sora's height, each building was about 23 feet tall. By measuring Sora's largest slash and the distance cut through all 7 buildings, we can determine Sora's striking energy to equal, at minimum, 78 tons of TNT.
Okay.
That's way more than Pitt's boulder pulverizing feat. No wonder this guy beat Herc.
Speaking of which, let's compare some of the strongest beings Sora and Pitt have taken hits from. The amount of energy needed for Hercules to throw that rock titan into space had to have been around 24 megatons
the problem is
of
they didn't
TNT,
use the Great Sacred
whereas
Treasure.
Hades strikes were equivalent to only 30 tons at best.
So Pitt had never survived anything close to Sora's strongest attacks. Just by numbers alone, Sora's strength, speed, and durability just outclassed Pitt. And the Keyblade by itself had a way more impressive track record than any of Pitt's weapons.
So,
you might say it was the key to this fight. And when we pit them together, one of them was found to be a Sora loser.
Shut up,
the winner
please.
is Sora.
I'm hurting enough already. Alright.
Thanks for watching. Check out the exclusive commentary on this episode by clicking the box right over there. And thanks to McLeod Gaming for letting us use their sprites in this battle. Check out their latest game and the music used in the battle in the links in the description.
It's getting freaky, creepy. Whoa, whoa, there's a monster in my closet.
I'm guessing those are from like zombie games, so like Resident Evil, I think, was one of the guy's names. So I heard he's taking a shower apparently. Perfect timing. Anyway, yeah, jeez, okay, I'll take it. Whatever. Like, I mean, Pitt can dodge lightning too. He's fought Phosphora, the goddess of lightning. So, okay, whatever. Alright, whatever. That's the only complaint I really have with it, but anyway, that's all I got, so, yeah, I'm just gonna wallow in pity now. In pity? Okay, I'm sorry. Hades, just, okay, whatever. Yeah, I got nothing to say, so, yeah. Till next time, guys. See ya.